So there it is, you can see it, the keyword difficulty. Whether it's Ahrefs or SEMrush, they're gonna try to give you this score to help you understand if you can actually rank for it, like this one, 4 out of 100, it seems pretty easy, right? Or not. I won't get into how they actually calculate it, but just know that it doesn't work. 6 years SEO experience, I never look at it, it never works. What I do instead is actually scroll all the way down to look at the SERPs, the search engine results, and actually see the competitors that are ranking as well as the data. And these are the key 4 things plus 1 that we need to look at that we're actually gonna get to transfer them into our file. These are the DR, which is a score that the SEO tools also give, which is more accurate, 0 to 100 of how powerful the SEO of the website is. Then the domains, how many unique websites link to this URL basically, and then how much traffic this URL is getting, and then how many keywords do they rank for. The extra thing is looking at the top keyword and the titles and URLs, basically trying to understand if these competitors actually directly target the keyword and the intent that they have. It's actually a little bit complicated to decide if you can rank or not based on all of this, because there's so many variables and different situations. This is why I have around 120 steps. For example, this is the SOP that I use in my agency to remind myself and to teach people on how to actually decide if we can rank or not. But exactly that is what we're gonna be able to transfer to our sheets to be able to decide what to do before we even go into Ahrefs. Before we do that in the next chapter though, let me just quickly explain what this file is, because you should have it as well. As you know, when you start with a client, you need to find keywords that are relevant to that client. So normally, I find thousands and thousands. I think this client has 66,000 keywords. I've even had sort of 400,000 keywords. Regardless, these are individual keywords with their data, normally search volume, for example. But a lot of people just stay here in this step and they try to create pages with this. But that's actually a huge mistake. And the reason why I'm explaining this is because this is actually more important in terms of what to do in your SEO strategy. But if you can even rank, then what we're gonna do next of looking at the SERPs and identifying if we should create a page or not. So what is it that you have to do? Cluster all these keywords together by comparing them to each other. So I'm sure right now you're like, what? Don't worry, it's super easy to understand. If you look at this file, it's slightly different than the other one. We do have keywords here, but they're not actually keywords anymore. They are possible pages that we can create. We call them clusters. So for example, this keyword right here is the most popular keyword within the cluster group of keywords that we have defined. That is all in here. Can you see that all these keywords in here are sort of similar to each other? Well, the way they've been put together is actually very simple. I've used this tool right here that the link is in the description that actually searches all the keywords in your strategy in Google and compares them to each other.